And welcome back to this Let's Play co-op. Let's play a Final Fantasy XIV with me, Red Nova, and Captain Turbo.
Hello. I'm just drowning in Coke. And not the powder type, I mean the drink. Alright, so we're still on the Red Mage quest line. This will be the last Red Mage part, by the way. It's only a two-parter.
Yeah.
After this, we will go back to live commentary, which has already been recorded and edited, by the way. This is just the very, very final video, actually, for Year 2 that needs anything doing to it. And then we'll get, as I said before, we'll get started on Year 3, probably in the summer. Well, technically, we've got the first episode 105 is already recorded, so we've got one video for Year 3 already done. And it is the infamous Nova, please come and save my ass part. I just don't know what part of the video that's going to be at. Alright, so we're still at the graveyard. We just beat the Cerberus last video. And apparently we need to speak to the person in the graveyard. What are you drinking, by the way?
Bottle of water.
Oh, just water? Fair enough.
Yeah.
Keeping it healthy.
Well, for the drinking part, anyways.
Yeah. Actually, speaking of unhealthy, I actually had a pizza earlier. I know it's not Saturday, but I was basically...
I'm actually eating McDonald's right now, so...
what you eating?
They're chicken tenders.
You mean nuggets?
No, tenders.
I don't think I've had those.
Yep, actual chicken tenders they have.
I must admit, I'm not a massive Mickey D's fan, but I do like their nuggets.
Yeah, those are pretty good, too.
Yeah, I usually ask that on a Saturday. Did you have your Saturday pizza to everybody? And depending on who it is, I'll get a positive response or not. But no, I was basically gagging for pizza, so I thought, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna order one online. And I ate it. I ate it, and it was good. I liked it. Alright, so a couple of things are going to happen. I've already mentioned the infamous thing that's going to happen later with me and Nova, but we are going to be visiting for the first time in this entire Let's Play. We will be going to the Gold Saucer. We will be seeing what's on offer there. And unfortunately, we will not see me dressed up in this awesome attire until the beginning of the next part, but I'll go more into that later. I'm going to stop burping in a moment, I swear. And finally, this is the last part, so if you do like this atrocious outfit I've got on right now, say goodbye to it, because it's the last time you're going to see it. I swear to God, I'll never wear this thing again after this video.
Yep, can't wait to put it in the trash.
Probably, you know, if I could, I would. If there was a place you could dispose things, watch them burn in this game, I would so fucking do that. I know it's got good stats, but do you know what? Fuck it, I might actually just sell the fucking stuff.
I don't know if that's silver or not, because I think you got that in a dungeon. If that's the case, it may not.
Yeah, I did, didn't I? Fuck. Oh, I gotta ask, because I think I brought this up a while ago, but did you actually pick up FF7 for the Switch? Since it came out the other day?
Oh, I actually have not yet.
Oh,
I'm going to do so, but because I got a freaking Nintendo eShop card to put eShop credit in there so I could get it, but
oh, fair enough.
I forgot to go get it, so...
Oh, just reminded you then?
Yeah.
I assume you'll... which version are you actually going to be using for the race, by the way?
Well, the thing is, I do have it on Steam as well.
Well, it's up to you. I mean...
Yeah. If I've got the Steam copy and it works fine, I'll go with that one, probably, because it's already on the computer. I don't have to hook up my Elgato for that.
Alright, so I'm a little confused here, because I don't know... I can't do the quest, I believe, until I'm level 52, which I now am. Wonders
Yeah.
are fucking grinding several days later. Level 52 we have finally hit. We can continue with that. You missed nothing, guys. I basically just did some dungeons.
Yeah.
Like, a
It's
lot of dungeons. Like, a
either
shitload of dungeons.
dungeons, regular dungeons, or dungeons via duty roulettes are
Yeah,
usually
I
the way to go.
duty roulette dungeons is what I did.
Which, once you reach, well, I was going to say higher levels or higher equipment item levels, you'll get more duty roulettes unlocked.
Yeah, I want to point out, even though that was an instant skip for you guys, that thing probably took me about 6 hours to grind. It was not nearly as quick. Oh, and you can see down there, look at the gil. It's jumped up to 312,000. So I've basically gained about 20,000 plus gil in seconds. I'm Bill Gates, apparently, where money just flows at me like water. The fuck was that? Oh, I just fucking realized he's got a tail.
Yeah, I actually looked at his facial features before and realized he's actually a Mikote.
I honestly hadn't realized he was. I thought he was just human.
Yeah,
I never saw the tail.
because of the way his eyes and his face sounds like his mouth looked on there. That's Mikote type facial items.
Yeah, the facial. What did Opag get to him?
No, not that facial thing.
Apologies, these two.
No, just face features.
Apologies,
Like
these
how
two.
what the eyes look like, the mouth.
Oh
and,
yeah, the cat eyes are a bit more
yeah,
slanted and stuff, aren't they?
yeah. Plus, I think those little marks that are underneath the eyes are also a Makote thing as well.
As I was saying, apologies, these two videos have been a bit longer. They've both been about 35 minutes in total. But there was, these parts go 30 minutes anyway. I figured just give them each part another 5 minutes, and it's better than trying to make 3 fucking videos out of everything, so.
Yeah. Also, putting out it here, in order to get to the gold saucer, you have to have accept or completed the quest. It could happen to you. Available at level 15. Because gold saucer and unlocking it has been purely optional in this game up until now.
Yeah, I mean, you can actually get to the gold saucer much earlier than we're showcasing here. You can get fairly in probably the first couple hours of playing the game.
Yeah, because it said level 15 for the quest levels.
You start off the game at low level, but if you're on like a double EXP server or something, and you get an EXP bonus usually when you create a new character anyway, so most of the time I've come across anyway, but it will take you probably about 4 hours, I think, maybe to get to that point. Maybe a bit longer, but
that's about right.
You can definitely get to it on your first visit of the game anyway.
Actually, it reminds me of something I do need to give you at some point is a quest to unlock the hunting log. So if you ever come back and want to try just classes on your own time or whatever, just to try things out.
I mean, I'll try them out, but I'll do them on like my own personal.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But unfortunately,
because the hunting log for any Realm Reborn class or job you pick will help out a bit with the experience gaining in there, at least in the early levels. Because it's if you take any of the jobs that starts with a class, in other words, any of the Realm Reborn ones.
Yeah.
You can use the hunting log to basically defeat monsters, and once you defeat enough of a particular monster, you get experience for it.
There's a bunch of ways to get experience bonuses in this game.
Yep.
If you look them up. It's just I prefer...
Well, in this case, you actually get experience for defeating that group of monsters that are your log, and if you complete the whole ranking, you also get a whole experience for that too. So.
Oh, by the way, I was basically walking around because I couldn't find this the well-heeled youth.
Yeah.
But this is basically something, as we said, you can do at level 15. We'll be doing it in a moment, so this will be a pretty short mission. I'm pretty sure I will drive through anything it asks me to kill.
In fact,
I'll just walk up and they'll die of a heart attack when they see me.
when I had Honey Long Unlocked, I tried one of the classes. I had the first quest for that particular the class quest,
Mm-hmm.
which is where you have to like kill 3 different types of monsters, like either 2 or 3 times. That I think every class you get from Realm Reborn has that to start their class out for the first class quest. That with the Honey Log got me up to level 4 in like a flash, literally. I think after I was done with the whole thing, I was up to level 4 and beyond that already.
Again, there's something to keep in mind, but at the moment I don't even have access to the game. Like, say, I no longer at the moment have a subscription.
I know you don't
There's
now.
no point in me buying one at the moment, at least for another couple of months. At least another month anyway.
Just for, like, when you do get it back eventually down the road, it just be a little help in leveling up a little bit, at least for early levels, because the Honey Log thing is kind of been there to help you mainly get leveled up to, like, say, level 15 at the highest, and maybe a little bit past that. Because once you get to 15, you can start going to dungeons as well. And once you get to level 16, you can do duty roulette leveling.
So I think I'm basically just trying to get to where I need to go now. Bear in mind, people, this was recorded probably over 9 months ago, so my exact actions and stuff are not exactly familiar. I can't exactly remember what I did exactly to get everywhere and do everything. So I remember bits.
Hey, even though the text is blurred because we're just watching your lower quality video, I can still tell that it's supposed to go to the airship landing.
Yeah, I assumed as much. I say this is lower quality. Plus, you're watching like 15 frames, buddy, to save on the the quality of the call itself. Yeah, basically I was looking for a shard just so I could teleport straight to the thing, I believe.
Yeah.
And we'll present the airship ticketer with our pass to go to the gold saucer.
Yep.
Let's go spend some money in the casinos. Here's the thing, I keep saying I'm going to actually go to the gold saucer every time I boot the game up. I never fucking do. I keep forgetting. But next time I do boot up the game, because here's the thing, let's say it is April, summer will start probably next month.
Yep.
I might just get another 6-month thing, because that will cover most of summer and summer falls or autumn for me.
Yep.
So it might not be a bad idea. Oh god, I'm gonna be so fucking pleased to get rid of that damn fucking outfit, I swear to god. Say hello to the gold saucer.
Yep. With 14, the Manderville Gold Saucer. That's probably the one time you actually see it from the outside, because every time you visit afterwards, there's no cutscenes showing that part.
Nah, it's a shame, but it is what it is. It is basically just like a fucking casino you see like on the Las Vegas Strip or something.
Yeah.
And they also make it really fucking difficult to find the exit. Unless you're teleporting, of course, but... yeah, it's what I said though. Does seem to be quite a few things to do around here though, so... You know, if you're not interested in fighting fucking monster after monster, this place is a pretty fun place to come in and spend a bit of time.
Yeah.
Their mascot's pretty cool.
Yep. Different things. Game's version of Triple Triad.
Yeah, I've been wanting to try that out, really.
Yep. In fact, one thing I've been doing lately, I haven't done the card game itself, but what I have been doing, there have been cards I occasionally would get from doing things in a game, usually dungeons mainly. Any card that I get, when you use the card to put it away to add it to your list or your deck, you can only have one of each particular card. So if I get a second or anything past the first card that I already have it in there, I can take it in here to the Triple Triad dealer. And there's a trader. I can trade them in for MGP points, which is basically the Gold Saucer's only currency. So you get stuff for that, and I can eventually use that later on for Gold Saucer only prizes.
Again, it doesn't seem like a terrible deal to me, to be honest. It actually sounds pretty good.
And how much you get depends on the rarity of the card. You get more for higher rarity. I think only the highest I've ever traded it might have been a 4-star, actually. Maybe not. Is that a 4-star? It was probably a 3-star, because I know a 3-star was worth 300 points of the MGP
So what are
points.
the highest, like 5-star then?
I think 5-star is the highest, because I've seen a 5-star, and because by the trader, there's also a guy you can use MGD points to buy cards from, and the 5-star I saw, there was a cloud card.
I gotta ask, obviously, when it comes to, do you ever have any real trading cards in real life and stuff?
I've still had the things of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, which I have been collecting a long ass time.
I've got probably around, no joke, I've probably got around 10,000 plus trading cards in the garage. Not of Yu-Gi-Oh.
Mine are probably in at least a few books worth of, actually 3 binders worth of trading cards.
That's not bad.
When I say binders, when I say binders, that's just like places I can store the trading cards.
Yeah, I know. I have some binders myself. I actually have some Final Fantasy trading cards. And I don't. But when I say trading cards, I don't mean like fucking baseball cards and stuff like that. I mean actual trading cards where it's a game, where there's actually a board mat and rules and stuff like that.
Because the other type of one I still have is the Dragon Ball Z collectible card game, the older version.
Yeah, I have a few Final Fantasy, Pokemon, World of Warcraft. I have some Power Ranger ones as well that was limited time. But my main thing is I've got probably about 10,000 lone Yu-Gi-Oh cards. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And
the thing we always do when you go to a new place, attune to the Ethernet.
As many as you can
crystals,
find.
Yep. Try to get them all the first time, because then that opens up extra places you can warp to if you complete them, for the most part.
Makes things easier anyway.
Yeah.
Of course, these are lessons we've probably told you before in the past. Screw you, it's been a fucking year since we started the Let's Play. We can't remember every single thing we've talked about in that time. Especially since there generally tends to be fucking big gaps between recordings, so...
Yeah.
I'm not sure whether we'll actually be coming back to the Gold Saucer for any point in the LP, but...
Probably not for the main portion of the LP itself, because you did mention you want to do a session where you just wanted to, have fun or whatever.
You and I could maybe have a couple matches of Triple Triad or something.
Or that, and I think I also threw your way 2 optional dungeons that we could take. They're not really story related for any reason, but I threw them out there because they're ones I recommend. They're actually pretty good dungeons, and we get a chance to go into more dungeons that we wouldn't see either.
Maybe we'll see what happens. Like I said, we've got plenty to do yet. Anyway, we're still in the 100 quest post Run Reborn at the moment. So
yep.
I think we're about 20 quests in at the moment or something.
Yeah.
We're getting there.
Yeah, that is definitely the longest post phase of any of the story.
Well, the others aren't exactly anything to sniff at. They are long, but they're just not as long.
No, not nearly as long, because post Heaven's War, which is the Dragon Song, and post Dragon Song War combined, that's still not as long as this. And then I can tell you right now, post Stormblood isn't as long as this either, because post Stormblood is finally done. So,
well, obviously, because Shadowbringers is going to be coming up in a few months. So
when they released the second half of the Requiem of Heroes group of quests, there are only 2 of them in there for that part. So. For that grouping, I should say.
I do have to wonder how much content Shadowbringers is going to add. I mean, in terms of actual hours, not like quests and stuff. Because
Yeah.
each expansion obviously seems to add plenty of hours just on the main quest themselves,
Yeah.
and not just side quests and stuff. And that is something else I want to bring up. If you're looking for like a complete full playthrough of everything, like every single side quest and stuff, you're fucking insane, and you will not find it on this channel. This
No.
is just mainly, this is primarily main quest with occasional optional side stuff where I need to like Arcanist quest, Red Mage
Yeah.
quest stuff, or if we
Or
got
if we
like the
piss around for doing stuff for fun. Maybe
trying
some
to
stuff.
do the Palace of the Dead and failing miserably.
Ugh.
I'm still salty over that. But yeah, this LP is primarily main quest stuff. If you want to see side quest stuff and everything, here's the thing: you can get a free time trial with the game and stuff to try it out. There's no reason for you not to try it out. And I honestly think, I've said this before, and I'll say it again. In fact, we said it in like the credit sequence. We said it during the last recording session. I would say this is the easiest MMO for any player to get into. Even if you've never played an MMO before this, there's enough ways to play this that even playing solo doesn't feel like a detriment. Obviously, it's nice to have somebody else there, but you can quite easily play 14 with no friends.
Yeah, because even if you have to go do dungeons, hey, wait for the duty finder, and
the game will do it for you.
Players. Yep.
The game will find people to play the dungeons with you. So, and they're mandatory anyway, so it's not that you can go in on your own. So
right.
It's kind of
granted, there is an option to go into Dungeons Unsynced, but it is not recommended to do that if you're going through the first time, because usually when you go Unsynced, you don't get synced up to whatever the dungeon levels allow you to get synced up to. You stay at your current level, so
there's a good chance if you're in a much lower level dungeon that you won't actually gain any experience or killing anything.
Yeah. Well, you usually don't get experience when you're doing them unsynced anyways, but usually when people do them unsynced, it's to either because they want to mess around and go through a dungeon like with less than the party needed required, or they want to do a dungeon solo, or they want to do things like farm for items, particular items or gear or whatever. Because you can
love
still
the fact that thing's rotating in the background. I just find it really fucking funny.
Because one of the things I grinded for that we ended up doing the certain trials, extreme trials, and doing them either solo or nearly solo, or with I think only one or two other people, was we did them unsynced, which means we did level 50 trials at level 70 and still got the rewards for it. I mean, not experience, but like actual any item drops at the end, because we were farming for mounts. Because if you do all the Realm Reborn extreme trials, well, I think the main ones, I don't think Odin counts, but the ones that give out the certain horses and you get all of those horses mounts collected, you get a special horse mount at the end of that.
Oh, by the way, this is where we're going to have the infamous part.
Yes.
This tunnel that we just passed, but not quite yet. We need to go speak with Tier again. Oh god, we're actually going to see a couple fuck-ups with this as well. I left a few of... I actually died more than I'm going to showcase here, but I died probably like 4 or 5 times, I think, if I recall, but I only show I think 2 of them. This isn't to say I didn't try my hardest.
Yeah.
I just couldn't fucking do it, no matter what I did. Alright, here we go.
Because this is another thing that happens when you go from one part of the game to the next, like say Realm Reborn to Heavensward or Heavensward to Stormblood. When you reach the level that is the previous level cap in there, you don't just have level 50 equipment, but you have level 50 equipment and gear where the item levels for some will be much higher than the others. And that's the reason you struggle, because when you go from one to the next, the item levels takes a massive jump from equipment. Which is why he has such a hard time here.
because they do a lot of damage and they do a lot of fast damage as well. So here I am, basically already down to less than half health. I'm getting a decent amount of damage on them, but they're doing way too much damage to me.
Yeah, and the fact that they're mages too doesn't help, because that means they get attacked from farther away.
So
I also see one of your items is down to 10% in terms of.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I fixed that off screen, if I recall. I can't remember.
Probably. Usually the game does give you a warning if your items not quality, but
just teleport, by the way.
Yeah, the condition of your item drops too low. It tells you, okay, you're down to 10%. You need to go repair this.
Alright, basically here I think, alright, I'll try putting some potions in my hotbar. At first you don't succeed, try again. And I actually think
It seemed like a good idea, but...
Well, in my head it did anyway.
Yeah.
I can't remember what I did with them. I think I'm also looking for things that can increase my stats temporarily, slightly. Like, certain foods will give you a slight boost as well, I think.
Yeah.
Like, this might have been, like, not the second time I tried, but maybe, like, the third or fourth time I tried. So I was already, alright, I can't just bombard them. I need to go in with a plan. I got a three mega potions there. I'm never going to use them any other time, so I thought, fuck it, we'll try it with this. And anonymous assassins. Thankfully, you can usually, at the very least, get the first attack on these guys, so there is that. Because here's the thing, I did try binding these guys, like at least one of them, to the place they were stood, but I was still struggling to fight against him, which didn't help. But I think one of them is still bound, I think. Can't see him moving. Yeah, he's still binded for the time being.
Yeah.
Well, he's after me now. Alright, I've already used the mega
Plus you got paralyzed, which doesn't help.
And I am down for the count again.
Yeah.
So it's time to fucking contact Daddy Nova. I need help. These bullies are picking on me. Come and beat them up for me. Yeah, here's the thing. I basically was at that for probably... In fact, you can tell by the time it's now 3:41
Oh yeah, there I am, and also my Dark Knight glory in the Ironworks fending gear as well.
Yeah, you can tell as well by the time difference that it's been a few hours since, like 2 hours since my last attempt. Or at least since I decided to give it up, and as you can see we're typing there, I meet you in Horizon, and you said okay.
Yep.
And yeah, I tried for like probably an hour or so to beat those guys. I couldn't do it. I contacted Nova, and as soon as... can you come and help me with this? I'm having issues with it. And he signed on to the game just to come and help me with this. Because I think you were actually doing something else, like you were playing a different game or something, if I recall.
Might have been, I don't remember what it was.
So basically, I'm just waiting for him to get ready. I'm just letting him know that I'm just going to interact with it. As you can tell by him typing here, which you don't actually see me do too often. I didn't know if you could see the destination or not, so this is why I typed it.
Yeah, it's possible. I may not have, since it was your quest.
And thankfully, though, it is not a solo mission. You can have people along for it.
Right.
Because otherwise, I'd have been fucking stuck for ages until I realized I had to...
Oh, well, maybe not, because usually if it's a solo mission, there's a chance you could get an echo bonus repeatedly, which would have helped your stats along.
Right, so they already dragged me in, but Nova gets right in on them.
Basically, come in and tell those guys, hey, come after me, guys. Don't come after...
Leave Corellia alone.
Yeah.
Just focus on the tank, and I will be over here hitting you.
Because you got your hands full with the tank as it is.
Yeah, they're going nowhere. And as you can tell, they're doing practically no fucking damage to him. But then again, he is... Oh, you're only level 51, or is that 61? I can't tell.
I can't tell either.
I think that's 61, actually.
Might be, yeah.
But even so, they're not doing hardly any damage to him, so... And they're already down. Much
Yeah.
fucking easier with a partner here. But then again, I also made it a lot harder for myself. And I believe this is where we parted ways, but I actually do remember that you stayed on and played the game for a while. Even
Yeah.
after I signed out. Because here's the thing, I'd been playing the game for a couple hours at this point to try and do that. And as soon as I finished off the Red Mage stuff, I was done for the day. We're actually approaching the end of the Red Mage questline as well, because we've got about 4 minutes left of this. And for some reason he wants to meet down a dark alley, and we kill these men. Damn it. Did you have any problems with that mission when you did it then?
Oh, that mission, what you just did?
Yeah.
I actually have not done that mission yet.
Oh, you've not done it yet?
Nope. I only got my Red Mage up to level 51, so I didn't even have a chance of attempting
Oh, you never
it.
got a chance. Fair enough. You need to grind a little bit more then. Have you still got
Yeah.
the Red Mage character though?
Well, yeah, the character that I started out on is the one I've been doing most of my playthrough on this, so...
Oh, okay. Makes sense. I have no idea, by the way, what Nova got up to at this point. I basically just went off and finished off the quest line, so...
Oh, what I did in the game at the time? Or...
Yeah, I have no idea what you were deciding to do.
Yeah, I have no idea what I did, because that was a while ago.
Don't know why I was talking to this guy. I don't think I had to. Oh yeah, I did have to speak to Wilkin. Okay. Alright, so as I said, I do need to explain something since we've got 2.5 minutes left. I'll explain it now. Next part we'll be back to live commentary. I already mentioned that, but there was like a minute or 2 minute part at the 2 minute piece I put in at the beginning of the video, which was post commentary by me alone. It was just basically me realizing I had the Red Mage getup and equipping the Red Mage getup. But I didn't want to do that off screen, equipping it for the first time, so I recorded it and then did a bit of commentary for it as well. But like I say, it was less than 2 minutes, so and after that first 2 minutes, it will be back to live commentary with the two of us playing the game together. And we were back to the main quest line as well, I believe, with Price of Principles in the next part as well. What's that tower in the background, by the way? Is it somewhere we visit later on?
That... I think that's one of the... No, it's actually, I think, a place you've already been to, at least as far as the story. We were there. I think that's around where Cape Westwind was, where we had that trial, that piss-easy trial we had to do. It was at, like, level 47 or 48.
I don't remember it, but I'll take your word for it.
Because if it's not that, the only thing they can think of is that it's part of Limsa, but... Because it is in a distance, so it might be that, too. Or part of it.
Maybe. Alright, well, we've got about a minute left. I think it's just primarily text for now.
Yeah. Looks like it.
As I say, it's just... I'm looking here at the thing. My money's dropped way back down to 2,998 as well. I don't know why that happened. I must have made some purchases or something, I guess.
Could have been, huh?
I did lose a lot of money there. I lost like 10,000 gil. I'd love to know what I spent the fucking money on. Do you lose money if you die?
No, I don't think so.
Then I'm
At least I don't think I've had any experience with that.
confused, but that will knock me back over to nearly 300,000. But anyway, guys, I've got 15 seconds left. We're basically just going to get into our last position here, and then we'll be back next time with live commentary. So thank you very much for watching, and sayonara, peeps.
Yep, see ya.